Okay, prepare yourself for the ugliest armor set of all time. Alright, now that mess is all covered up, let's talk about it. I built this set for dealing with Luna, and quickly found out it really lends itself well to a reckless playstyle, which I'll have running in the background while I go through what this set offers. Now, as a starting point, I'm using the Fire and Ice dual blades, but these can easily be switched out for any weapon with a level 2 slot available. That said, it works really well with her weapons, given the natural white and the razor sharp ability. I get about the same runtime against Luna using her Xeno dual blades and Fire and Ice. So what we're using here is the Tio Head Alpha, Black Diablo's Chest, Alpha again, Tio Gloves Alpha, Devil Joe Waist Beta, Tio Legs Beta, and the level 2 Fury Charm. Before we add in our gems, this gives us a 3-piece Tio bonus of Master's Touch, which makes all your critical hits not decrease sharpness. You'll also have 5 points in latent power, which will give you a 50% affinity rate and a 50% reduced stamina usage for a little while after you take enough damage. And we have 4 points in resentment and 2 points in weakness exploit. That's not what we want, so let's add the 2 gems in to max them out. Great, so now we have resentment at 5, and you gain 25 attack power anytime there's red in the health bar. With Lunastra, that shouldn't be a problem. But if you're really dead set on keeping this up constantly, just don't drink a cool drink and take all the sweaty damage. I personally play dual blades like a damn fool, so getting hit is no problem for me. And, of course, weakness exploit is a standard now, so moving on. Now there are 4 level 1 slots left. I intend to take a lot of damage, so it's probably best just to go with health boost. Stun resistance would also be a fine choice here, or speed eating, or something along those lines. But I really want the extended health pool to make use of these skills. And for our last slot, I'm using the best skill you're probably not using. Free meal. It only takes a single slot, and with this active, any potion or buff items you eat have a 25% chance not to be used. This means you can potentially get a free Mega Demon drug or max potion. Why not, right? So it's all put together, and with no food buffs active, using Fire and Ice, you'll see I have 273 attack power and 10% affinity. This is with no weapon augment, by the way. So we take the standard buffs, get the attack up large from eating, a Mega Demon drug, Might Seed, Demon Powder, and then let a little red show up in the bar. This brings us up to 367 attack power. Big difference. Now, once you take enough damage for latent power to pop up, you'll be rocking a 60% crit rate and only use half the stamina as well. All for blocking attacks with your face. For this build, I highly recommend using the Rocksteady Mantle and Affinity Booster. This way you can start the fight with all your buffs, like the ones listed above, and maybe a dash juice. Hop on the mantle, throw down the booster, and just go nuts till the mantle runs out. The increased defense and the lack of flinching should make it easy enough to heal up as needed, and you'll quickly get that latent power buff. And that's really all there is to it. Using a Luna weapon and this method, you should be able to keep white sharpness the whole fight with little issue. Fire and Ice will mostly sit at blue, but due to Luna's weak zones, I do occasionally dip into the green since weakness exploit won't proc as often. But I've had a blast using this build against just about everything lately, so I highly recommend giving it a go. Just make sure you bring enough potions.